Hello, everybody, and welcome. Thank you so much for tuning into this call. I won't take too much of your time. The purpose of this call is to map out your week and talk about your goals. So do yourself a favor, as I did for myself and many other people, is grab a pen and grab a notebook and tune in to this message. This is for you guys. I'll give you a couple of minutes, actually less than that, because it shouldn't take you that long to get a pen and paper. So grab that and we will get started. I appreciate you guys for being on this call. Please put in the chat box where it is you're from. That way I can shout you guys out. We appreciate every single one of you, and we're excited to share this with you. So we're gonna start off, you guys. What is your goal for 2020? This is a major question to ask yourself. Why am I sharing this video with you guys? Because 2020 is the new decade. So 10 years from now, whatever you do today is gonna impact your 10 years. So what does that look like for you? I know for myself, I had to map out what it was like through my coach. Because at first I didn't even know how to set goals. So I'm excited to share what I have here and how far it's gotten me and how far it's gonna take me, because life is a project. So if you're not working on a project, you guys, what life are you living? If you ever heard of creating a life by design, this is the way to do it. Okay, so what is your goal for the day? My goal personally, especially with Forex, is to trade 100 pips a week. That is my goal for the week, actually. I'm gonna start off with the week so that way we can break down the day. But I started off with the day so that you can think about what it is that you do throughout your day, because everybody gets 24 hours in a day, right? Now, what is it that you're doing different in your 24 hours versus what I'm doing in my 24 hours? So how did I get started with that? Was creating a schedule for myself too, to understand how to map out these goals as well, to properly use your time effectively, to actually put in time for your goals and your dreams and your desires and bring them in to your reality. What does that look like for you? Maybe if you thought about having a coffee shop, right? Visualize what it actually looks like. What can I do today to get to my coffee shop, 6 months from now, because I set out a goal for 6 months from now, or 2 to 8 years, to be realistic, depending on where it is that you are in life. Everybody is on a different journey, but everybody has the capacity to sit down and conceptualize truly what it is that is in their mind, their subconscious mind, to bring into the conscious light, to bring into your life, to live out your dream, to live out your calling. What is my purpose on this earth? If your purpose on this earth is to trade your time for money, then that's what you're doing. If your purpose on this earth is to trade your time to become a servant leader, to do better for the world, then how can you get there? Where do you start? It starts by visualizing what you want. Words, pictures, and emotions. I'm going to use an example currently of what I'm doing for my goals. I myself am visualizing for 2 trade houses for Mindset University. So what did my coach tell me to do? Thank God for coaches, because at this point, had I not understood that the coaching was so important in so many different aspects, you guys, I wouldn't be able to even share this message with you. Then be comfortable and confident, because what's working for me is what we're teaching to you, and we're doing it well, you guys, and we love what we're doing. And now we encourage you to do the same so that you can empower yourself to do whatever it is that you truly want for your life. Okay, so the 2 trade houses. Now we want to specify that, right? So Isaiah encouraged me to download the Zillow app, and you're able to do this virtually. Before, back in the day, the mentors had to physically go to places, which, was actually pretty gutsy, you guys, because a lot of people reject this type of way of thinking. There's perspectives to life. How do you perceive your life? How would you like to live out your life? What would you like to be worth by the age of 65? So that's a 2-year goal. That's realistic. Why? Because of the actions being forth to get to that goal. Asking people, looking for business partners to invest into this company, into this organization, into this dream, because we all have a dream of doing better, all living abundant. That's what the Creator created us to be and do and have, and actually be that person, you guys. Truly, from the core, because it's all inside of us. I am no different than you are. The only difference is that I started before you. So I encourage you all to sit down with yourself and truly write down what it is that you want. Here at Mindset University, we have our new course, iMindset. That's also another way of exploring your mind. You have to understand you internally before you can change any of your outer circumstances. And no matter where you guys are at, you can start from where you're at today because you have the ability to do so. Now, a lot of people are probably like, well, I work a job. Well, I was there too. Now, what is the difference between the employee mindset and the entrepreneur mindset? When you are in that level of thinking, you have to marry the two. You have to marry the fact that you want to be an entrepreneur. You have to marry the fact that you are currently working a job that you're going to every single day, that you're trying to think. And actually, we had an experience yesterday from a young lady who we asked her a question, and we said, hey girl, have you ever thought about what you want to do outside of here? And she truly, genuinely said, no, I haven't. So if that's you, I encourage you to ask yourself that question. Where would you like to be right now in this current moment in time if time and money were not an issue and you did not have to be at work? Where would you be? What would you be doing? What type of person would you be? What type of people would you talk to? What kind of hands will you be shaking? At the end of the day, you are what you attract. But in order to do that, you have to be in the right mindset. You have to attract the right frequencies. I'm so grateful and thankful for all of my mentors for showing this to me, because for me, on my journey, I thought that school was the way. Now, I'm not knocking or bashing school, because if you want to be a specialist in any given field or industry and that's your passion, we encourage you to do that too, and we'll also help you in that manner as well. But we also encourage now the new wave and movement of people to invest into digital currencies and become their own investors, because you also have a passion to live out internally, whether it's if you want real estate, whether it's you want to have communities that you would like to grow. That's going to take resources. It's going to take more than just going to a job and trading your time for money, because instead of doing that and actually having the tangible money, is just money, you guys. Money grows on trees. Now, I'm not knocking it. Why? Because of course that resource, the monetary resource itself, tangible good, is able to feed the birds, restore Hurricane Katrina, restore the earth, do many things, give back to communities that are unable to fund themselves when it comes to their careers. That's what we're doing here at Mindset University. So again, we encourage you to bring the best out of you, but in order to do that, it takes a monetary investment, whether it's $1, $5, no matter what position you are in. And I want to thank the students who literally were at their last dollar and said, you know what, I'm going to invest. And that's to build their faith, and they know that. You have to find that within you, you guys. Money is emotional to people. How do I know that? Because I'm out on the field asking people, truly, to invest and put their hand into this mission. Because this mission is not about us. It's about what message we have to deliver to you guys to empower you to become your own business owner, your own investor, and essentially your own bank, if that's what you would like to strive for in your life. I know that's another goal that we have set. We actually know what we want our bank to look like. Now, that's not going to happen right now, but it's happening here, and conceptualizing it into the future to bring it into the here when we get to that moment in time. Now, here's the great thing about the mind. When you enter the mind to understand these concepts, there's no time and space when you enter the mind. So right now, you can close your eyes and visualize yourself in that coffee shop. And you can be wherever it is that you are. And your mind wouldn't be able to tell the difference. That's what we are impressing upon you guys. This is what the Creator created, this beautiful, magnificent tool of a mind to bring into life and bring forth life and speak life into your life. Guess what? It's no different from when Jesus was here. Now, Jesus just did it a different way, and he had to suffer from that. So every single one of you guys are so lucky, so blessed. So you should be so grateful and thankful. Because right now you may feel like your life is being crucified by a system, but Jesus came here to show you guys that you can create your own system. And we're doing it through here. We're doing it through Mindset University, you guys. To be the best, to do the most, to give back at your highest form of creation. That's what God intended us to be, for this earth, for each other. We're all here to give to each other. We're all intertwined in one body. So I do want to ask you guys this, and I'm going to not take too much more of your time. We'll leave it a couple more minutes. So what is your big vision? What is your big vision? Think about that in weekly and daily terms right now. And next week, what we're going to do is we're going to break it down into monthly and yearly. That way you can have your specificity in the micro and translate that into your later years. Because again, we're starting from the end and working from where you are to get to where it is that you need to be, you guys. So what does my life look like? That's another question. Write that down. I'll repeat the last one so that way you guys can write that down as well for the people who may have not caught it. Now I'm repeating it to you again so that you can do that. Because again, these are the questions that has changed my life. And now I'm empowering you guys to do the same for yourselves. Okay? What is your big vision? Remember, write this down as well. Get into impersonal with words, pictures, and emotions. What does that look like to you? If you need to have a which you do need to have a visual, because when you're visualizing, let's say you're like, well, for me, I know the houses. That's why I shared that with you guys. So visualize what your house looks like. Visualize what your coffee shop is going to look like. Visualize that car that you want. Put it on the back of your screen. That's what our mentors have encouraged us to do, and that's what we've been doing. And guess what? The mind naturally picks it up. Because you're all programmed. What are you programming yourself with, though? Are you programming yourself to live your dreams, or are you programming yourself to fund somebody else's dreams for a fixed amount? Because abundance is unlimited, you guys, and we all have that reservoir deep within us. It just has to be pulled out by a coach, by the right people who are on the same mission. Okay, so write down your goals so that you are going to be on that frequency, you guys. Here's an affirmation for you guys, and I'll end it at that. I am so happy and grateful now that I am, and fill it in. For me, it's earning $150,000 a month, and I'm progressively working towards that realization because it's an ideal for me in my life, my mind, and my purpose. What is your purpose on this earth? This is what we're going to define for you. I appreciate your time, you guys. I'm so excited that I was able to share that with you guys. I'm going to continue to do so as I evolve on my journey as well. Thank you so much for following Mindset University. Thank you for following my journey. We're going to continue to do this to you guys. Feed spirits, feed life into your life, speak life into your life, and bring the life out of your heart that you truly want to live and desire to live out. I love you guys very, very much. God bless you all, and talk to you next week.